Well, I hope everybody's doing great. Today, I don't really have a whole lot planned. I'm just kind of winging it. But I do need to change oil in the buggy. It's due. It's actually way past due. It's pretty black. So we need to do that today. I have a lot of people asking me a lot of times, what kind of oil you run in that thing, or your air-cooled Volkswagen. This is the oil I run. It's Lucas oil, hot rod and classic. It has high zinc in it for flat tappet camshafts. I run 20W50. It works great for me, no issues. It's conventional oil. I don't run synthetic and air-cooled stuff. Not a big fan of that for heat reasons. Oil filter. This is the oil filter I run. It's a PZ27. People have asked me that for some reason. Basically what I did was I took this oil filter relocation adapter here, and I took this to the shop I work in, and Pennzoil filters are filters we run, our generic ones we run. I just picked one out and went with it. I wanted one that'll fit right here that was big but not too big, so I can still get it off. So that's that. But we need to do that today, and I also need to finish up this toolbox. I got the new lock and key for it. I need to get that installed. I got a guy that wants to buy this, so get this thing up and out of my life. And I also need to work on my dad's lawnmower turd here. The seat, as you probably can tell, maybe it's kind of crooked. The seat bracket broke on it while he was mowing, so I might try to re-weld that. As you can see right there, good stuff. Got the oil draining on the buggy, so while that's been draining, I've been over here working on the toolbox. I've already swapped out the locks, got the new lock in. So the only thing else I need to do is I gotta tweak this little locking mechanism for it. Basically it goes on here and it's just gonna latch down where you can't open it. Basically this little latch piece right here. See if I can't get this to work. It goes up and down, as you may be able to see. I don't know, but basically this thing just goes over that and locks it. But I just need to tweak it down just a little bit, so I'm gonna put it in a vise and bend it and put it back together, and this little toolbox is done. Well, we're back. It's the next day. I left out of here after I started changing oil in the buggy. I got that done, and I started feeling bad. I had a headache. I was dizzy. My stomach was upset. I don't know if it's something I ate or what, but I feel a lot better today. So now we're going to get into finishing up some of this stuff. We'll start on the lawnmower, get that done. I got to still put that old amp in my 4Runner, see if that fixes it. But first, though, I'm going to answer some of y'all's questions. I have a lot of people asking me questions about my ATVs and blah, blah, blah. First things first, one thing I do recommend getting, I highly recommend getting this every time you get one of these, is one of these manuals. This is a Climber brand manual. I get these for everything I own. Oops, everything I buy. This is one for my Warrior. This is one for my Blaster. I have them for jet skis, all kinds of stuff. I highly recommend that. Even if you do go aftermarket, start aftermarket parts on them, it does give you torque specs on stuff when you take things apart, and shows you what the run out on this and the specs on this is. So I highly recommend getting one of those. They're like 20 bucks, worth every penny. So I've had people asking me on my Blaster, what kind of air box is that? Honestly, I can't remember. I've been trying to remember it, but this is what it looks like. It basically bolts in. I custom made brackets for it. I don't know if you can see them or not. I made this bracket right here. I welded that in place so I can bolt that up right there. And then the other side, I think I went off the factory jug for, the factory location right here that mounted the where the oil jug used to go back when this thing had that. That's how I mounted it in there, and it goes on the boot. And I have a Canon air filter on there. And one thing I do recommend if you run Canon air filters is on anything like this, especially when you're in the dirt, is get an outerwear bag. I highly recommend this. I can't recommend this enough. This is saving. These filters are so thin, it's unreal. They're sitting out here drying. I just cleaned them out. I don't know if you guys can see that. Look at that. That's how thin these things are. Got the bracket off the lawnmower here. She's seatless. So now all I'm going to do, I've already beveled this down pretty good on both sides. So all I'm going to do is just hold this up and weld her back together. Got her welded back together there, both sides, good enough. So I'm going to shoot some paint on it and we'll bolt her back down on here. There's the finished product. As you can see, it's fixed. I've just got through mowing part of the neighbor's yard there, that little strip between our house. It's his. Mowed really good, so it's fixed, should be. I also disconnected the little ground or whatever. When you put it in reverse, it kills the mower. I've always thought that was stupid. I always hated that, so I disconnected that. personally, that's just a preference of mine. I've done it on my mower. Okay, real quick before I leave for today, it's not the end of this video, but I have a viewer actually asking me some clutch questions on a ATV. I got a Yamaha Blaster, just a spare engine I have laying around. I was going to show you guys and show him, because he said he watches my videos, which is awesome. Appreciate that. But basically, I'm going to show him what this looks like. Basically, when you take out all the 5 little screws right here, after you get everything else took loose, and you're to this point, you have the springs behind them, then you'll slide this off, and then you'll have this is the clutch boss right here. This little thing I'm spinning, that's your clutch boss. This is your clutch basket. Inside here you'll have, well, I don't know if I can get these out. Hang on. See if I can't get these out for you. Alright, here you go. Inside here you'll have a stack. You'll have stacked something like this, like a stack like this in there. But basically you'll have your steel plates, these right on the clutch boss. And then you'll have your friction plates that ride on the clutch basket. One thing you do need to do when you take one of these apart, if you're putting a clutch in it, check on your clutch basket right here. See those little wear marks right there? You can see where the friction plates have been riding on there. They'll end up making grooves in there, and it'll get to the point where they don't move really good. I had to put a new basket on that Warrior when I put a clutch in it a long time ago. But what you want to do, if it's like this, not too severe, you can get you a file and actually file down all this and smooth it back out so they'll slide in easier. But this is your clutch boss. Basically, this is the tool I was messaging you about. It's made by Tusk brand, as you can see. Basically, what you do is you'll hook it in right here on your clutch boss and clamp it in just like vice grips. I can get it to do it just like that. See how it has a hold of it? So now you can either, if you don't have access to an impact like I do, I have electric impact and air impact because I'm a mechanic. To take out this clutch boss nut, whatever that holds the whole thing together, you can put your wrench on there or whatever size socket that is, and break it loose while holding this in place or wedging this on the bike somewhere, wedging the handle where it won't come off, and you can break the nut loose. Then you can take it off, slide the nut out, slide the clutch boss off, and then the basket and everything, have access to it. I also use this tool. This tool actually has dual purposes too. See those little nipple things right there? You can actually use those on, like this is a flywheel off a Yamaha Blaster right here. This is what I use. I think I've used it in a video before. This is what I'll use to torque one down to spec, whatever. I'll clamp it in just like that where it needs to be. I can use it to hold it in place while I take my torque wrench and torque it to spec. Well, I was about to edit this video and I only to realize I didn't film anything else. I actually had plans for the next day, but my son ended up getting sick. He has croup / vomiting, diarrhea, all sorts of viral cool stuff. So I just put a damper on my week. He's had it for, golly, it's been 7 days now. Kind of sucks, but hey, what can you do? He crawls. I mean, that's the only thing he can do. He can't walk or talk. So when he crawls out of school, it's like crawling around the floor at Walmart. You're going to get sick. So I guess that's it for this video. I'm getting ready to actually load up today and go ride ATVs with my buddy Chad and all that. Actually, I just got back from riding ATVs, I should say. So if you guys want to see that, that's going in the next video. So I guess that's it for this one, though. I'll see y'all next time. Be good to one another. Enjoy life while you got it. Peace out.